Hello, good afternoon again. So yesterday we have learned verb forms. Now today we are going to see the verb forms that V1, V2, V3 and V4. As I have written here, first V1. So what is meant by V1? V1, it is a root verb, that is means the main verb where we are not adding ed or ing. That is a simple verb that is called root form. Now, where do we use that? Root form we are using for two tenses. Simple present tense and simple future tense. Now, in simple present tense, root form gets changed for singular person. He, she, it. It adds s or es. And for plural, I, we, you, they, it continue as a root form. But for singular person, we have to add their s or es. We can call for this V5 form also. But most of the time, school student gets confused. What is the V5 form? So V5, it is we are using in simple present tense for he, she and it. As I have given here example for affirmative, negative and interrogative sentence. In affirmative, she eats non-veg. She eats non-veg. Here, S we have added with the root verb. S and ES. These two we are going to add in a simple present tense. I will give you that information when we are going to learn the simple present tense. Now, she eats non-veg. When it gets negative, it turns she doesn't eat non-veg. When you are using it for a negative form, then you no need to write again yes. When you are writing there doesn't, then we no require to write there s or es. She doesn't eat non-veg. What tense indicator we are using here? The same we have to use for the question. Does she eat non-veg? Does she eat non-veg? So this is for a singular. Now, second tense we are using V1 form for simple future tense. Simple future tense. She will eat non-veg. Here again V1 form. She will eat non-veg. It turns in negative. She won't eat non-veg. And question, will she eat non-veg? So this is the way we are using root verb only for two tenses. First simple present and second simple future. Now our second form, that is V2 form. It is called past form. Guys, in all tenses, I hope simple past tense is very important. Because most of the time, we speak about our past. We don't speak what I'll do in future, what am I doing now. But what had happened that we love to speak most. And if that is excited, we love. So, simple past tense, we have to use only V2 form. Now, in simple past form, as I have written here sentences, first affirmative, negative and interrogative. In affirmative, same sentence I have taken. In affirmative, she ate non-veg. So, eat is a first V1 and it changed in a A. She ate non-veg. Only for past tense, affirmative sentence carry the V2 form. Because in negative and interrogative, it again turns in V1 with did. With did. For example, she didn't eat non-veg. She didn't eat non-veg or she did not eat non-veg. So again you have to carry here root verb. Next then, did she eat non-veg? Did she eat non-veg? So all over in simple V2 form, only affirmative sentence carry the V2 form. and negative and interrogative sentence, these are carrying V1 form with did, that is V1 and V2. So we'll go further. I will teach you third V3 form. As now here the third form, V3 form. And in V3 form we are calling it past participle. As we have seen the previous one, only past form. The V3, it is called past participle form. And this is used with three tenses. Present perfect tense with have and has. Past perfect tense with had and V3. Future perfect tense, it is used with will have and V3. So these three tenses are talking about not only past but the later. It is too long past which you are talking about, which you have completed the action. The action had completed, otherwise you are going to complete it. So for that you have to use will have and V3. For example, I have written here, she has eaten non-veg. No matter when she has eaten, but she has eaten non-veg. So whenever you want to say my action is completed, but the time you are not mentioning, that time you can use V3 past participle form. But when you are using, for example, yesterday I ate non-veg. In simple past tense, we are mentioning time. But past participle time, most of the time we don't mention the time. But in simple past tense, most of the time we mention the particular time when I have done the action, when action has completed. Now the next term, that is the one V4. V4, it is called continuous form. So whatever action is going on, action was going on and action will be going on. So that time we have to use V4, that is means continuous form. And this form we are using for 6 tenses. The tense present continuous tense with M is our tense indicator and V4 form. Past continuous tense with was word tense indicator and V4 form. Future continuous tense, that is will be and V4 form. For example, she is eating non-veg. That means the action is going on. Action is continuing. Like I am teaching. Now the action is going on. And next it is also used for present perfect continuous tense with have, has, been and before. That means suppose you are carrying any action for a long time. For example, I have been teaching English for 16 years. That means from 16 years I have been going on and right now I am teaching English. So these two tenses talking about the continuous action, but present continuous tells about the current action and present perfect continuous is telling about the action which is carrying for a long time. Next time, past perfect continuous tense, it is used with had, been and before. And the next one, future perfect continuous, it is used with will have, been and before form. For example, I have written here again one sentence. She has been eating non-veg since her childhood. So here they have given us the particular time since when she has been doing the action, since when she has been eating non-veg. Here her action is going on, she is eating non-veg, and here the action she has been carrying since her childhood. So I hope you understood the verb form V1, V2 and V3. Now most of the students are getting confused that suppose if I told you that it changed in ate, again it changed in eaten and fourth it changed in eating. So most of the students are getting confused. Which actually form should I use? So this formula will help you. Go through this, learn it well, memorize it. It will really develop your particular tenses. Now in this we are also having regular form, irregular verb, irregular verb and same verb. That is the short video we will learn later. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like the video, please press the bell icon. Thank you so much.